Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tropico 3 Absolute Power in the mission Deep in Oil. Alright, we're still building up the basic infrastructure so I can build an oil industry. It's slow going, but well, what would you expect? Now, come on, build the tenements. I don't want anyone living in shacks if I can avoid it. Right, how much unemployment does that make? Not a lot yet. And let's get the social security going. That at least will make sure that the people will not go living in shacks if they absolutely can't avoid it. I'd figure I'd get more unemployment with this, but apparently not. Well, let's also get the childhood museum, which I'll put to the retirement fund, which is yet another slow trickle. Right. Some people are protesting. That's is to be expected. Oh, well, he dealt with that on his own. And now I'll get some money from the foreign aid again. Childhood Museum, yeah, I've already placed that. Oh, the USSR does not like me.
So-called loyalists want the construction of a museum dedicated to the childhood life of El Presidente. Go ahead. By all means, let us have it. My comrades will watch carefully who goes there. When the revolution is victorious, everyone will pay his due. God is merciful. The resistance is not.
Alright. And I'll just get another construction office. So my unemployed people can get something to do. Maybe speed up the building of all this stuff. I'll let that one build.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
Alright, 5 new immigrants. I'll just turn it to skilled workers for a moment. In the off chance I might actually get some college educated or regular people. And let's also get a fisherman's wharf. So I have some extra food supply that I can use to keep the people happy. And of course a garage to tie it all together in a neat bow. Alright, now finishing the construction office.
I don't have all day.
That should speed up the building a great deal. National debt again, that's fine. That's really fine. Ooh, right, Teamster's office. We'll just put one here to expedite any potential exports. Happiness is still alright. 40% is not great, but at least it's a little bit above danger zone levels.
Are you
alright, let's get the high school built. Alright, do I have any high school educated women? One. I have one. That's fine, not great. Alright. High pollution. The export price of smoked beef has increased. Presidente, as predicted, our economic prognosis center, again, that is me, the prices of beef export has risen by 30%. This will last for generations of cows,
the citizens on the island are unhappy with their quality of life. We suspect that a statistical error is responsible for those flawed results.
Yeah. We should hurry up and exploit this opportunity, as I have informed you. We are totally safe from the pandemic in Tropico. I bet my science reputation on it. Well, that is worth dirt, so sure, why not? But let's finish building the ranches. Secret police, yeah, that would be nice, but I currently can't afford that. Alright, let's finish building the tenements. And then we can start moving on to slightly higher class buildings. I'll also want to issue a literacy program. And let's boost the high school.
What is it now?
Alright, they're going for the ranch, that is fine. And what are you doing? Nothing much. So currently my score is still abysmal. But I'm making positive money, which is always nice. Oh, protests.
Excelencia?
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
And in order to speed up education, I'll build a grade school if I can. Cannot... Well, I can build it partially into the water, apparently. Actually, let's build the college first. And then the grade school.
Our small island has reached a grand number of 100 people. Our community is growing by the minute.
Oh, on second thought, I just expand this road. Or not. Right, this scenario just threw me for a loop a bit. Alright, grade school. Alright, speed up.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Alright, unemployment. I've got some spare people. And the high school is completely full with workers. Which is nice. Then I can actually open up some of the jobs in the other centers where it's necessary. Like the marketplace. Now I had intended to build some apartments on this side.
A grade school. How cute! Who is he trying to deceive now? Do not believe that he cares for your children. This so-called school is actually a large brainwashing machine set to produce obedient little zombies who will never doubt the system and will never fight back.
Some people are demanding elections, which would not be great for me. Yeah, I was kinda intending to build some facilities.
Democracy is knocking on the door of El Presidente as the people of Tropico are demanding elections in the upcoming year. Will this be the end of El Presidente's tyrannical regime? Let the voice of the people be heard. We shall not fail. Adelante, compañeros.
There. That's a nice combination. And then I can extend this and have more room for other buildings on that side of the island when the time comes. Alright, childhood museum, that's more entertainment and
Have you heard of the
more
Presidente's
loyalists.
childhood home? Some of the items which can be seen there are El Presidente's wooden horse and his
Speak
favorite
fast.
teddy bear,
I don't have
affectionately
all
called
day.
Misha, and a collection of toy soldiers with which he used to quell make-believe rebellions as a kid.
Presidente, the Yankees have been interested in our oil industry from its very beginnings. Now, with the recent development, Uncle Sam is offering us to sign a concession for it. The Americans want to purchase our oil industry, or rather its income, for 20 years, for a one-time payment of $50,000. We'll still pay the wages and upkeep, but it's $50,000 here and now, Presidente. Additionally, through some informal contacts, I'm assured that there will be an additional $5,000 wired to your pension fund as a sign of her personal gratitude for the deal. Yeah. How dare those imperialists to offer to buy our freedom for nickels? Because you get way more money by using it yourself. Now, quit
What is it
complaining.
now?
Look, I get you have some grievances, but still, I'm not doing that bad a job. And I'm really just waiting for money to roll in. One new immigrant. Do I still have some unemployment? Yep. Alright, the church is built. Coup threats. Right, that's no good. That basically just means I need an armory, which I'll build here in the center of town, next to grade school. It's built from the road. That makes, I guess, there's a slightly better chance of getting a straight road if you build from a paved road rather than a dirt road. Dirt roads have a tendency to have slightly more bends on them, for some reason or another. I don't know. Alright, let's go
Never
give the
fear.
priest a hand.
President is here.
Because El Presidente knows better than what the Lord means. And I really need that college finished. Right, so how is the occupancy rate? Alright, these buildings are almost full. I have 2 shacks. Alright, I will have to consider getting some more housing down, but that will definitely be apartments at this juncture. Five new immigrants. Happiness is going up again, so I'm doing something right. The crime must have gone down a little bit. Liberty is still not great. I will have to do something about that. Debt has been paid, that is fine.
Compañeros, there has been a recent development in our foreign policy. Apparently, the relations with the USSR are warming, and El Presidente is making a big turn left towards the bright red future. And while our Soviet friends paved the revolutionary road for us, now they are just a bunch of oligarchic bureaucrats who turn their backs on the perpetual struggle for freedom. Boycott any Russian caviar, and hey, Miguel, hands off that borscht.
Let's try to improve the capitalists and adequate religion satisfaction. I'm most assuredly gonna win this time around.
Citizens of Tropico, the importance of the
Are
upcoming
you a
elections
rebel?
has brought me before you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward. I must warn you about the so-called rebels on our island. Those are anarchists who could not care less for this island but present themselves as its liberators. Because of their nihilistic ways, all our efforts to create improved housing conditions were ruined. Through my years of presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compañeros. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. Now is the time to show my respect to the capitalists, providing the wealth of Tropico. The development in the past years is obvious to all. Still, there are lots of things to be done. A godless nation is a weak nation. I pledge to provide enough places for worship for the righteous Tropicans in the next mandate.
Yeah.
God bless you and good day.
Right. I have one worker there, one worker here. That is fine.
What matter
Let's give him
requires
a little bit of assistance in teaching.
attention?
Well, this could be better, but we've got fully staffed personnel here, which is great. Lots of students. Alright, let's turn our rent in the tenements down to 0. Free housing, if you want to live there. Now, in order to make things slightly more better for me, let's get some banks going. Now these will get low priority, because there's really no point in finishing them quickly. And this particular one will be urban development. Now fine, I'll
Dear
pay for the
listeners of
strikers.
TNT Radio, do you remember the old days when everything was so much easier? People would do what they were told. For free, I might add, and they never complained. Well, things are different now, as there are people openly protesting on the streets. Now, Presidente has stated
Never
that these
fear.
strikes are staged by his
President is
enemies.
here.
Personally, I believe him, but convincing the general population may not be so easy.
Alright, so I'm gonna easily win that one. Which is great. Yes, I easily won the elections, which is fine. It does raise the democratic expectations slightly.
I, Betty Boom, am sorely disappointed in you people of Tropico. Like a flock of sheep, you have voted for the same tyrannical regime that spits on your freedoms and tramples your rights. If you were able to see beyond your noses, you could have seen past the lies of El Presidente. Open your hearts to the truth, and it will set you free.
A garage has no workers. Yeah, I need more workers. I knew. Oh no, Presidente. I really cannot explain how this has happened. Looks like some of the cows are affected by the mad cow virus. Our veterinarians cannot cure them because they are too afraid to go near the cattle.
Excelencia?
Alright, happiness is shooting back up again. Very good. Now I just need some money. And we can finish building everything else. So just speed things along. Now ideally you will want 3 banks on the urban development stuff to make sure that that you get the maximum bonus. Of course, I will wait until at least one is built, so I can build each one slightly cheaper than the last. Problem mostly with that particular strategy is that you need to also pay for the wages of the bankers, which are college-educated people. Which requires a great deal of money. Right. Do I get any people? 7 new immigrants. That's not great. The occupancy, it's fine. 1 shack. It's probably the low wages. What's the average Caribbean wage? slightly higher than what I have. Alright, let's increase the pay for the lowest class, and I will see you all next time.